trying to mute the stream.
You trying to mute the music from the stream? Because that's not coming from the stream, that's coming from me.
Here, if you don't want me to know, you don't want me to talk to me.
Oh boy.
Hey, Brian, just kidding.
Oh, take a joke.
What I was saying before I got knocked off there is the sound from the stream is coming through my mic, not through the stream.
Oh,
So
okay.
I can turn that down if it's too loud.
No, say he just hates music. That's all.
He hates music? Well, I'm not gonna cater to that personal issue. Music makes the world go round.
Exactly.
No, I just don't listen to the music on the streams because I don't know. I'm like I don't know. It's easier for me to focus on people talking. I'm just messed up in the head.
No, I agree with that. Yeah, messed up in the head part. Good morning once, good morning twice, good morning enough times to get things right. This is World Breakers Session Episode 31. Let me change that. No video of me this time. Where's the echo coming from? I think I fixed it. Okay, cool. Last session, the group ventured across the walls around Elestria on a wall ship. They spent a few days on that ship and had to deal with an incursion of giant geese, which they were able to successfully put down. There is maybe a half a day left on their journey as they head to the nation of Craghammer on a assignment from their partner friend Relcuris. I think my Discord is messing up again. Can you guys hear me?
With that word friend, though.
Friend in quotation marks, we'll say. Quote unquote. Fellow person who survived the trauma of the capstone quagmire. Trauma buddy.
He has money. That's one reason we like him.
Hey, friendships come from all different sources. But with the geese defeated, cooked up, and served for dinner, there's only a few hours left on the trip before reaching Craghammer. I don't think there's much else to say in preparation for that. You guys have been on the wall ship for a while. You guys made sure to go shopping before you go, so you have a shit ton of health potions. The captain of the ship is named Nowhere, a virtue name, of course. And the first mate is Lance, and also your pseudo-host on this journey. But with all that laid out, we will hop right in. And if there's nothing that needs to be done overnight, we can hop into arriving at Craghammer. When did it drop? Oh, boy. Oh, man.
Welcome back.
This is going to be rough.
Good morning once, good morning twice.
That's right? Holy shit. Hold on, let me... Jeez. It's not even like it's pulling a lot of stuff from my computer. It should be able to very easily do all this. Jeez, okay. On the wall ship, almost at Craghammer. Anything you want to do before you arrive?
No.
No.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. So as we complete this trip, someone roll a d20 for me.
I'm doing it
Go for it first.
with my Voidus dice. Oh, it's a 10.
All right, middle of the pack. So, you all, as you approach and can look over the sides of the ship, you can see the large mountain of Craghammer taking up the entire vista. As you approach, the walls turn and kind of... Craghammer itself is enclosed in a circular wall that the main walls of Elestria run into, of the same make. So as you approach, there's kind of a intersection, so to say, as your wall ship kind of veers to the right and begins going around to whatever port or entrance there is for this massive nation. It takes you about another hour or two before the ship begins to slow, and you find yourself at somewhat of a dock on this massive wall. As the ship comes to a stop, the first mate Lance does kind of try to gather your group together, as he was kind of responsible for you making it here, per the deal he made with Valkyrus.
Brian,
Yes.
I have a question, and it
Yes.
could just be my anal, as so. In the walls, right? You see, how those little spokes are crossed and stuff. Is that intentionally similar to that broken gate we found in that cave thing, or no? Is that a similar design choice on purpose, or is it just there?
Good question. Okay. Jeez.
Look, man, I could go theory of the mind for a little bit.
I know. I was gonna say we'll have to see it.
Okay. We'll do that and see if that helps this massive trauma. Woof. Where was I? Okay. The design.
Yeah.
Roll a... Let's call it... I think we'll call it history with advantage.
So would stone cutting come into place?
We're gonna say yes.
All right, hold on. Because I'm woefully up there. One moment. Let me pull it up. D&D Beyond. Oh. Hold on.
That's
Hold
not
on.
the word.
Oh, wait, with
You gotta roll
advantage, too.
advantage?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Better.
So you
One
made
second.
Made your pluses with your plus on history.
Hold on, because then I add on top of that, I think.
You double your proficiency bonus. So add another 3 to it.
So, 22.
22. You've been on this wall ship for a number of days now. The golden lattice work, as it were, does run across the entirety of it.
Okay.
Best you can tell from not being able to get off the ship and physically touch it, or get any closer to it than you are, it is, at the very least, it is purposely imitated from what you found underground. The underground one being the imitation. It seems that there was a absolute effort to match material workings design to a T. Without being able to... No one really has an age for how old the walls actually are. So, without being able to date it, you're not quite sure if it was made at the same time, if it just happened they found the same materials and recreated it, or chicken before the egg, or how that works. But it definitely, whoever created the under the undermine area had direct influence from how the walls were designed, but you're not quite sure how the two may be intertwined.
Okay. Cancer notes this to the Patriot.
To the who?
Okay. Compatriots.
Oh.
Squad! Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Lance gathers you all around and says, all right, well, welcome to Craghammer. They have their own little customs and everything like that. Since no nations are officially at war, it won't be too hard to get in. Though, I don't think any of you are from Faust, are you?
No, we are not.
No.
Okay, in that case, there shouldn't really be too many issues. Though, of course, no one's at war with Faust. It's just not a great time to be Faustian. But with that said, get your bags. You're going to be 10th off. We have to, of course, let people who booked earlier off first. Some people paid to be at the top of the unloading line. Just sit down and wait a bit. I'll come get you when it's your turn. And he'll head off and start helping some of the other guests off, get their things, giving them the rundown. You do see one elven gentleman having a longer conversation and looking a little frustrated before kind of sighing and going about his way. Before Lance comes back over to you guys and says, okay, well, just head on down the stairs and do enjoy your stay. Thank you for shipping with Captain Nowhere. We hope to be all your wall travel needs.
I want to take note of that elven gentleman.
Okay.
Cancer asks this person if we need the return passage. How do we buy tickets for this?
Oh, well, you can come back up to the wall if you can make it up here. We have a booth here. If not, we do have various representatives in Craghammer on all levels. We do stick to the central districts, mostly in the taverns.
And what is it called? What line is this?
Captain Nowhere's warships.
Okay, thank you.
You all have a wonderful day, and once again, thanks so much for killing the giant geese.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He kind of guides you to the exit. As you all make your way down, you see. One moment, please. You see a dwarven woman with a sign that says UGOAI on it, written incorrectly. We're kind of just holding it up and looking around as everyone's kind of just sparking.
I guess.
Philo says, you must get your spelling correct. He walks over to her.
As you approach, she looks up and her eyes kind of beam. Well, you all must be the UGOAI. Just come on down here. I'm going to be your host for this stay. And she puts the sign away.
Would you tell us that someone was holding.
Told you we had a contact here that would be in contact with you. He did not say they'd be meeting you at the ship.
Can I just roll an insight just to...
Yeah, go ahead.
That is a D20. Okay, well, it's less than 10, so that's fine.
Oh, less than 10, jeez. Okay. She seems nice. She looks at you all. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I hear there's another one around, and she kind of winks. Oh,
Wait,
actually,
I
are you
thought I
wrapped?
was dressed.
Okay, double checked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have our UGOAI. If you just follow me, I can get us to the head of the line for this here transportation. And she,
Alrighty then.
Getting
friendly.
on.
she kind of leads you all past a long line of what seems to be customs. She is stopped
So
at.
there's people in line that we're walking by.
Yes.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
see.
Jerry's gonna start like singing kind of lowly. They not like us. They not like us.
Love it.
At the entrance there, before we leave, gonna look around for anyone paying attention to who is getting on and off, but like from like an alleyway or anywhere, like trying to be conspicuous.
Okay.
Well, at the moment, you are still on the wall itself. There's not much left.
okay.
There's not much alleyway to it. It
Okay.
is pretty open space for the most part. And it doesn't seem like anyone, even within this space, is too worried about being seen. You get the
Okay.
impression that traveling on top of the wall is not by any means conspicuous or inconspicuous. Anyone who does this is not trying to sneak into a place.
Gotcha.
Especially since Craghammer, if you were so inclined, there are land ways to enter. But as you all get to the front of this line, your guide is stopped, and she pulls out a medallion. As she holds it up, she says, "Nora Stotail, owner of the District 2 bar, the Overfilled Tanker. I'll be taking my guests down the Craghammer now." The person opens a book and kind of checks some things off and says, "Now, Nora, you're not supposed to cut the line like that." To which she
Sometimes you gotta
responds,
pop out and show niggas.
"Oh my goodness."
Who did she say? What did she say?
That she's Nora Stotail, owner of the District 2 bar, the Overfilled Tanker.
Okay.
And she replies to the gentleman, "Well, Joe, you're supposed to pay your tab every time you leave, not just sometimes. So we'll just call it even, yeah?" The male dwarf kind of puts his head down and says, "Nora, you don't gotta be like that. Just come on through." "Will do, Joel. I'll see you later on tonight." And he kind of just nods and lets you all get through. And some people in line seem a little grumpy, but all the workers seem to know Nora. They don't have much of an issue with her cutting the line.
Yeah.
She takes you over to a large engraved teleportation circle, where she waits for you all. Everyone, just come on, step in. We're gonna get sent to the town, and then we'll have to go on down to my district. But it's a process first. As you all gather around, there's a few what could be called scholarly-looking dwarves who seem to be writing the incantations for the transportation here. They look at Nora and say, "Are you going straight down to your district, Nora?" Nora said, "No, I think I give them the tour. I think you just put us up top. We'll take the elevator on down, if that's all right with you." "Not a problem, Nora. One moment." And you see they kind of shift through some pages, assumably getting the correct landing spot before they together kind of do a quick ritual to activate this teleportation circle. As there's a quick flash of green light before you find yourselves transported into the city itself. You come out on a very large golden platform.
Hey, can I do a Arcana check on that incantation or whatever it was?
Yeah, you can try.
Cool. Hold on. Arcana. It's worth a try.
7. You are aware of teleportation spells, but this is not one you're familiar with. As the light from the spell fades, the first thing you notice is that it's still bright outside. You're well aware that you should be under the mountain of Crackhammer itself, where the Dwarven city is. But it's bright, and you can hear the sound of water. You can smell it on the air. There's a breeze. But Nora seems completely calm and comfortable. As she says... Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
As you all look around, you can hear a sprawling city, but you find yourself in more of a lobby. Golden floor, marble walls. To your eye, catcher, as you had just checked, it seems to be the same make or imitation of the walls, with the same kind of golden lattice.
Right.
I take note, but don't say anything.
Nora walks up and is greeted by a very noble dressed dwarf who checks her paperwork again before nodding and going over to a control panel of sorts and pulling a lever. And as he does, the floor kind of shifts into gear and begins slowly lowering down.
But Brian, real quick, so
Yes.
you mentioned we see like a bright light. Does it seem like it's like, do we see outside, or does it seem like the lobby is just somehow illuminated to be bright?
You do not see the morning sky. It just there's a very bright light source somewhere. You can't quite figure out where it is yet.
Okay.
But as you begin lowering and passing through the latticework, which act as windows, you begin to see the large central city of Craghammer. And there seems to be sunlight down here somehow, reflecting off what seems to be a small ocean. You see 4 very large cities, equal distance from each other with large bodies of water in between. You see boats going between them. You see jade pathways that people are walking through.
Supposedly.
Now, how is this lit?
As you look around, you're seeing the light seems to be reflecting off both the water below you, and as you look up, there seems to be a floating ocean above the cavern ceiling that's also reflecting light. And as Nora sees you all looking, go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
As Nora sees you all looking, she kind of smiles and says, I guess you all haven't heard about the lights under the mountain.
No, this is incredible.
First time I ever heard of it or seen of it.
A bit of a passion project of one of the former rulers. How best to describe it, have a bit of a functioning sun under here. We're going to kind of pass through it. Don't worry, it's not harmful, but this center column that we are riding down in does provide light for our little slice of heaven down here. The light source, we don't like to call it the sun because it feels a bit obnoxious. We just call it Sun 2.0. Sun 2.0 does travel the length of the column, going all the way down to the bottom before rising back all the way up to the top, which allows various levels in Craghammer to have a full day-night cycle. It's quite the workings of magical genius. And if you look out beyond the pools of water there, those 4 cities you see there, they move with the light, as some of the cities also move with the dark. Some of our denizens choose to live their entire life in the light, and some their entire lives in the dark.
Oh, no.
You seem equally crazy.
And of course, there are some who choose to just live the regular day-night cycle that aren't on a moving platform of sorts. The moving villages, the towns, are the domain of the various nobles, and some of them just have their preference.
How long has this Sun 2.0 been in place? This is amazing.
Well, quite a long time. My entire life, for sure. It was originally just the domain of the upper crust, but it felt that, we were kind of missing something for the regular people, and of course for the visitors. So now this has became kind of the welcome center for our great nation. This is where, of course, the king under the mountain chooses to make his home, where all the nobles, of course, have their noble houses. There's, large cities of its own right under here in this main chamber, as it were. And then, of course, there's the District 2 underneath of all this fancy stuff, and there's District 3 underneath that, and then there's all the mine workers underneath all of that, too.
This main chamber, first of all, these floors are amazing. How long was the sun added to it, or were they built at the same time?
Well, the sun, there's always been a focus on light in here, of course, because, we live under the mountain, but we're not nocturnal creatures. But when our Duergar brothers and sisters joined us from the Underdark, we felt it was best to figure out a way to make everyone comfortable. And that's when we kind of got the idea of, creating a light source that was movable. That way, if your preference was never seeing Sun 2.0, you never had to. We do have quite the large Duergar presence that takes residence in our moving cities. And of course, there's a lot who just simply live in District 2 or 3 that are only artificially lit, and that doesn't seem to bother them too much.
Mm-hmm.
And as she's talking, the floor is lowering, and you are kind of seeing these vast cities that are on these platforms that at the moment aren't moving, but as you get a little further down, you can kind of tell they aren't exactly level with the water and the walkways there. They're a little lowered. As she keeps talking, she says, of course, everything's on a schedule, so no one falls off or anything. Everyone knows when it's safe to cross into and out of the city. But it does add an interesting wrinkle in so fact that once you're on the city, there are only certain times you can get off of it.
Very interesting. Is there a schedule that we can pick up?
Oh yeah, I can find one for you. We kind of all know it, but I can see if I can get one rustled up for you. Write something down.
Yeah, please.
I cannot swim.
Oh, it's not very deep water. It's just well, it's deep enough we can fish, deep enough we can do a little swimming, but no one's going. I don't think anyone's ever drowned. Not like well, people have been murdered in the water, but no one's like, I can't swim, drowned.
Oh, well.
It's okay. He's already dead.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, problem solved. And let me see it. I'll put this stream up for a second and take it back down so you guys can see it. Crackhammer's not finished, so it's still a work in progress. Oh, not my camera. I'm just going to kill it.
Ooh, don't do that.
So this is Crackhammer. These are the spaces here are where these cities lower and raise.
Oh, how interesting.
There are 4 levels to that. Oh, there we go. And on the lowest level, they move along the floor to get to the next opening before going back up.
Oh.
That's
That's
fire.
really fucking cool.
Mhm. And the inner chamber here holds Sun 2.0 as it moves through the lattice work.
Hell yeah.
And where's the elevator? So that it's under the like elevator floor thing, or
So the elevator moves through this chamber here, and this chamber also holds Sun 2.0. So the sun doesn't put off any warmth or heat, so it's safe to move through. It's simply light.
Mm.
And
Did we move through it at any point? Like,
not yet.
is it
You're still coming down. You haven't gone through it yet.
okay? Okay.
And the wall ceiling water seems to be able to trap the sunlight, so that the above floors that are dark, the sun does not come through it.
Oh, how cool!
And
That's
as you're
dope.
coming down, you also see smoke coming up from great forges that seem to simply just go into the water above it and dissolve or spread through. Yeah, well. Oh, it dropped.
The camera, and then we changed
Okay.
the trajectory of the universe.
All right, completely worked
yeah,
that
we
out.
did.
That is not an understatement.
What happened? What'd you guys do?
I said we would have seen this 3 years ago. I said, and then we chased the bears and changed the trajectory of the universe.
Yes. You did almost destroy the world. Correct. Instead, into a
It was
very
Sunmere for you guys.
yeah. But yeah, I think
That's
the last
cool,
thing I
though,
said, there are great forges you can see in different parts of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, with their smoke getting dissolved into the water above them.
Nice.
Cool. That's really awesome.
Do we see
And-
fish in the water above us?
Oh,
Yes,
cool.
yeah, a lot of fish.
Above
Fish-
us?
Yeah, there's fish in all the various bodies of water. It seems you see a lot of people on boats fishing,
Oh, that's cool.
but it does seem they have built themselves a fully functioning, complete ecosystem.
So, question: in the water above us, does it seem like deep? Like, does it look like we're looking up through like a pond, or does it seem like a thinnish layer?
The one above you, like the highest layer of water, seems to be a thin layer. As you're moving
Sure.
down and passing through the floors, that seems to be a little thicker,
Okay.
capable of people swimming in it, having large boats pass through it,
Yeah.
and having various sized fish.
Okay.
As you are dropping, the technician kind of working this elevator, as it were, says, Nora, we're about to pass through Sun 2.0. You might want to... Oh, everyone, either look at the ground or close your eyes. It's going to be very bright for just a little while. It is best not to stare directly at the sourceless light, but, to each their own.
How long is a
I'm
little
gonna
while?
close my eyes, but I'm gonna try my best to get a sense of whatever magic they are using here, if I can.
Okay. And to respond to you, Jerry, she says, "Oh, it's just about 5 minutes. Don't worry about it. Just
A minute?
Oh shit!
Can it blind you if you don't look at the ground? Will it be permanent damage to your eyes?
Oh no, it's not permanent. It just lasts for a little while. The blindness.
Blind.
How long is a little while? Because you said real quick for the sun thing, and it's 5 minutes.
Oh well, it depends on how long you look at the sourceless light. Generally, the blindness will last about a day or two.
A day or two? Okay.
Oh, nothing crippling.
But if we look at if you can't see, but if you look at the floor, we should be okay?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Sun 2.0.
Is there-
This platform is meant to diffuse Sun 2.0, so it's okay to look down.
Is there enough room on this platform for me to lay down?
Right.
Oh yeah, this thing's fucking huge.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay down and put remember 7-Up, how you cross your arms and put your head down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Kind of like cats will also actually sit down.
Okay. The platform's 20 feet by 20 feet, by the way. It's very large.
Okay.
So you all
People look
do
down
that.
at you guys in disgust.
Slyrak, give me an Arcana check so you can as you try to feel this enchantment or whatever this is.
All right. Oh nope, that's a natural one.
Oh wow.
Whew. Overwhelming is how it feels.
Amazing.
Right. Oh god damn it.
God damn, this is annoying.
So, as you all pass through Sun 2.0, there's kind of like a buzzing feel on your skin, is the best way to describe it. It doesn't hurt, it's not warm, but it is a very present, dense area of magic. Almost like.
Tanning.
Say again?
Was
So
it
it's
can
a
I roll
tanning.
Arcana?
I was about to ask the same thing too.
Well, you guys said a lot of words at the same time.
We both wanted to check Arcana. Like once we started to feel this,
Go ahead, yeah,
buzzing,
roll away. Roll away.
so he's gonna worry about it. Oh fucking A.
18.
Worse than
Okay.
No, but let's go with the 18.
So,
I'll kick one more out for shits and giggles.
yeah, go for it.
Giggly shit.
Oh,
All right.
oh shit,
It's-
ignore that.
It just feels like a very dense pool of arcane energy. It feels sourceless, which isn't really a thing. Just kind of being in that immense pressure of magic, you get the idea that your own casting would be subdued by it. Oh, God.
they're up four.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Frank, get off the Groupon and go find Chris and whatever internet he's on.
Oh boy.
We're bringing it back, baby.
Hold on.
Manny, we spent an entire campaign talking about Greg's lousy Wi-Fi connection.
Oh no.
Literally, like, how many years? Making
Oh
that damn
shit.
joke?
Years?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Years
not years.
making a Groupon Wi-Fi joke. I think Chris made like one time. We just kept it going.
That's his fault for not buying better internet from being shamed.
Be brutal.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna log in from the browser because that shouldn't be able to crash. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, I think it's what. Can you guys hear me? Mike. Let's see. Can you guys hear me? No, it's still not working. What on earth? Can you hear me? Nope, still not working. Mike. Mike. No. I'm back. I'm just trying to get the mic to work. Yeah, it's very bad, Manny. What the fuck? That's wild, Manny. Can you guys hear me? Okay, all right. Woof. Okay, I gotta make one change so I can record the guys' audio again. Do. Well, no, it's just, no, I don't care about that. It's just the archive. So I have the things that I said. Okay, really quick change, and then everything's good to go. Okay. Somebody say something so I can see if it worked. Oh wait, I messed it up now. I can't hear you guys. Ah. Okay. Ah. This is rough, guys. Okay, everything's fixed. Everything's working. Oh, back into imagination land. Where was I? Yes, you pass it through.
Exactly.
This might be the most entertaining episode to date. I don't know. I like this.
So you all are moving through Sun 2.0. Did Arcana checks. It feels like a very dense, arcane pool of energy. You get the impression that your own casting would be suppressed while in this, just because there's just not. For those who have an external source for their magic, this is too dense for that to get through. For those who have an internal source, you get the impression that it's too dense to even release your magic within this.
Oh, interesting.
It's almost like being submerged deep underwater.
I don't have magic, but I get mine off.
Please shut the fuck up.
And you get it feels old and a bit foreign. But as you move through over the course of 5 minutes or so, the pressure and the tingling feel relieves and goes away.
Can I just do a history check while we're moving through to see if I've ever heard of
the tingling feel?
It's a good thing.
Stripped away.
Please shut up. This see if I've ever heard of such a thing.
Okay.
God damn.
He doesn't see it. Tell him to see
Anthony
it.
Edwards is going crazy. I'm sorry, guys.
It's the 13. You are so. We are not sharing audio ever again. 13.
13. You've heard stories of a sun under the mountain.
Okay.
I don't know that you've taken any trips to District 1. A lot of your trips would have been to the major city, which is District 2 and 3. And as he mentioned,
which are unaffected. Okay.
Which don't have this Sun 2.0 traveling through it. They're deeper in the mountain. Or further down, I should say. But you definitely heard that there's a sun under the mountain, that there's cities that are bathed in complete darkness and cities that are always in light. But no one ever described it as a moving thing.
Right.
And it just kind of sounded like, oh, yeah, of course, there's light spells, there's lanterns. That's not an amazing thing, guys. What are we talking about this for? Back to the stonework. But as you...
This dwarf...
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, does she seem old? Like, she said it was before her time, but does she seem old for a dwarf, or...
Roll me a quick insight check.
My dice are rolling shit today, so... Oh,
okay.
They heard. That is a 22.
22. She doesn't seem ancient. She's easily over 100. She carries herself well, but she seems like she's definitely seen over a century, probably not 2.
Okay. Sure.
But it's hard to tell with dwarves.
Okay. And we never got like a timing thing on the wall or whatever from the undermine under the city.
A what thing?
Like time, like we never got a date, like dated how old that could be.
Oh, no, I don't think you did. I think it was.
Okay.
I think your checks on that were that it was perfectly crafted to a degree that you have not really seen before, but you couldn't really date it. As you guys pass through the energy that is Sun 2.0, Nora says, well, alrighty, go ahead and open your eyes or sit up or look up. We're going to pass through Sun 2.0, everybody. And as you do, you're not looking out. Oh, you guys up?
I glance up, like real quick. Do I see any like? What would I see in terms of the sunshine energy?
Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Exactly, because you're blind.
Perhaps. That's okay. Oh, that was almost a natural 20, and it woefully is very much lower. Hold on. You said saving throw?
He doesn't see it.
12.
You said 12?
I did.
Okay. As you look up, you feel an immense pressure behind your eyes for a moment before you kind of close and look away and start blinking rapidly. As Nura says, don't look up. It's not going to blind you. Luckily, it's just uncomfortable. It is, as I mentioned, kind of sourceless, so you won't see it if you look up, but it's still there.
Okay.
And as you kind of blink and kind of try to look anywhere but up again, you notice that as you look out through the lattice work, the city's in darkness down here entirely.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on. She kind of smiles and says, "Don't worry. There's always someone that does that the first time. We don't usually warn folks about it because it's not any permanent harm. It's just a fun story you can tell later on to your friends. Yeah."
Yeah.
A T-shirt says, "I went to Craghammer and all I lost was my eyesight."
You're joking, but that now exists.
That's amazing. Fucking amazing.
Hold on, I gotta write that down.
I was about to say, I feel like I'm gonna get a shirt made that says this. Awesome.
Okay. Another 30 minutes or so passes before the floor does come to a rest at the bottom level with a kind of a large clicking noise and a bit of a settling down. As Nora says, "Well, all right there, we're at the bottom of the district. If you follow me, we'll go ahead and get on the boat and get on across to city proper itself, just right this way."
I asked her, what's the difference about the other layers of water that the sun cannot get through the bottom one?
Oh, that's just some of that old amazing dwarven enchantments that I'm sure you're well familiar with, my fellow dwarf. As you know, we are just the best at everything, and have and have enchanted the water so that it is able to fully absorb all these Sun 2.0's light and not diffuse it through itself. Matter of fact, the multiple layers and the depth of the water are so perfectly designed as to fully diffuse Sun 2.0 from passing through it.
Wow. And how long did you say these existed? This is amazing. I never even knew they existed here.
Well, as I mentioned, it was a passion project of one of the former kings. While this seems to be ridiculously large to be a private area, it was once a private area before it was decided that we should amaze the world with our talents and skills. So it's been quite a few hundred years of a project, but we live quite long lives, not silly elven long, but like respectable dwarven long. So it's just a generation or two before the whole project was ready to go. But it's been up and running for a while now. It's just we don't tell people about it. People get surprised when they come. One of the best kept secrets, if you will. Go ahead.
At some point during our walk, I want to like sidle up to her and ask her like which king it was, like just as a I would like to know my own dwarven history type thing. Not like to the loud enough for like the group to hear.
King Mansa Musa. I was thinking about
Mansa Musa, shut please.
So as you all are making your way to the boat, and she kind of calls one over, and you have a moment to kind of pull it to the side a bit. And she says, "Oh, well, you see, now that's the tricky part, because it's one of the older kings who kind of lost, their clan kind of lost standing a bit, and so it's not really talked much about whose accomplishment it is. Go ahead and roll persuasion for me."
My God, myself.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on, 19 plus. Wait a second. Persuasion 21.
21. Nice.
Yeah, do
So
something for that.
she kind of does a sad smile. Doesn't really touch her eyes, and she says,
Okay.
"Well, it was made by Clan Bloodkith when they had power a few centuries back. It was kind of something that they had discovered through their time in the Underdark. You know, there's various illumination magics that we never even consider up here because we have a sun. But as you know, Bloodkith fell out of favor, as I'm sure you're aware. We kind of don't give credit to that clan anymore."
Right, of course. Oh, fuck. Wow, okay.
Um, so the boat does arrive, and she does kind of get you guys on it. It's kind of like a large gondola that you guys can everyone can kind of sit on and get comfortable, and a dwarf of a very large pole just kind of rowing you guys through and across. Seems to be a lot of water travel, just getting through from one district to another on all the waterways. Takes about another 15 or 20 minutes to cross from the central chamber to the landing platform for the city proper. As they land, Nora just kind of hands the gondola operator a little token. As he kind of leans to you all conspiratorial like and says, "That's for one free drink at my tavern. You know, kind of, that's how I choose to get things done here. It works out pretty well."
One free drink.
They're very good drinks.
The cowboy thing.
They are very good drinks. She takes you guys off, and you guys begin walking through the city a bit. And she says, "Now, all this you're seeing here, everything we just passed through, that's all District 1. We're about to head on down to District 2. Well, it's quite the hike. Purposely done so, well, you know, District 2 is really, I don't want to say our home, as everywhere's our home under the mountain, of course, but it's the true Craghammer, I'd like to say. You know, it's the smiths, it's the artistry, it's the blood, sweat, and tears that really makes this mountain thrive, you know? All this is for
What are the other districts known for?
Oh, this one is fancy. You know, the nobles hang out here, the rich, good name clans, the old blood. Visitors come, spend their money here, amazed by our enchantments and creativities. But this is really the upper crust, to say it the easiest.
And we're still in District 1? Like, there's still that sunlight?
Yeah, well, yeah. So, right now we're in darkness, but this whole Sun 2.0 system, everything Sun 2.0 touches, is District 1.
Okay.
How far are we from that train stop? I know we teleported to here. Like, how far? I mean, not teleport.
No, it was teleportation for sure.
Yeah.
So the train's on the outer walls, and we are in the very center of the mountain now. We're quite far from that.
Okay.
What is District 3 known for?
District 3 is the closest to the mines. It is one of the more metropolitan cities, very close-knit, very packed. It was the original Craghammer, actually. Everything's been built higher and higher as we move up the mountain. With our skills increasing and time spent, it is said that we never move above until we fully fortify what's below. So District 3 is the most harder, the most fortified, the most impenetrable, so they ain't gonna be foolish enough to test dwarven might. No one does that. But it's old Craghammer, we like to say.
Will we ever can we explore that part of Prague have more.
Oh yeah, of course. So only place you can't freely travel is the mines. You need to be a professional to go down there. It's dangerous.
I'm already dead. What could it harm?
Dangerous for professionals. You could hurt someone else.
I understand.
Yeah,
It makes
yeah.
sense.
We have quite the expansive mining system down there, and it's very easy to get lost. Often people do. There's entire professions just dedicated to finding people lost in the mines. If you believe that.
Oh wow.
I can. I used to take a profession in finding people and things in dungeons.
Do the mines ever need help clearing out creatures and obstacles?
Yes, they do, but that is strictly part of the mining guild's operations. Some of their subcontracts, of course. They do at times seek some mercenary works, but usually that kind of pop-up group monster clearing is reserved for the walls.
Yes.
And that's also
It's more refined down there. I can tell it's much more of a classy organization. Professional.
Oh, some. We're just people. There's a lot of shitty dwarfs around, a lot of shitty guilds. But overall, we are quite the impressive nation, if I do say so myself. And as you all take this walk and talk, you do pass through a very large tunnel cavern before re-emerging in another large open space of a city. This without the Sun 2.0 column in the center of it, no large bodies of water. This feels more like a city in a mountain. As she says, now this here is Clan Greybeard's district. They are best known for scholarly studies. They like to, buck against the convention of dwarvenhood. They're not very mining friendly, not strength, not they craft with their mind, which we fully respect here. And Clan Greybeard is a very old, noble name, of course. But it is, of course, also the access point to District 2. So we're going to have to go on, walk through here, and then take the shaft on down to District 2, and I'll get you right settled in on my tavern. It's about another 30 minutes to walk through this district before she arrives at a queue. Once again, she takes you all to the front of it, handing out another token, making a few jokes about open tabs and promises for open bars for the boys. Before they you are let down, or let to the front of another platform that this time drops a little quicker than the central tower did. As she kind of, not really noticing the speed, says, "Oh, you might want to hold on to woof before the floor kind of drops underneath you." There's a moment where you kind of float above it before you come back down. She seems fine, as she had grabbed the rope and is holding herself down, as did the operator. And there are ropes kind of available for you all if you'd like to grab one as it's dropping down.
Sure.
Of course.
All right.
I say, of course, but I'm curious what happens if you don't.
Well, make a strength check if you're grabbing a rope. Do not if you're not going to.
I make a strength check. I am a rope grabbing type.
I'm gonna say it's this week.
Yes.
I'm gonna grab. Oh, natural 20.
My rack is
Hey.
so strong.
That's a stupid time for it to be a natural 20, but sure.
Hey, the nat 20s
There's a
come when they
14 for
best want
Slack.
to. Okay.
Natural 20.
Hey, look at everybody.
That's so dumb.
Jerry got a 15. So you all, as soon as it drops, you guys kind of instinctively just grab for something and grab these ropes and just pull yourselves to the ground very, very quickly. And she smiles pretty big and looks at the technician who was operating it.
Oh.
He chuckles and hands over a piece of silver. I told you they'd figure it out. God, this is the UGOAI. You may not know about them. They're new to town. You're gonna be hearing that name. Remember it. Whatever, Nora. You always say that. He stops it just as quickly as you all kind of bend your knees to kind of get the impact of gravity hitting back again that quick. Kind of an elevator stopping way too fast. But everyone's fine. You all made great checks, so nothing bruised. As you come to a stop, Nora unravels her arm and says, "All right, just come on this way. I can't wait till you see my place." And as you exit the lift, this underground District 2 is lit only by magical means. There are a few lanterns, there's a few glow balls. You would assume all current active enchantments people have up. But for the most part, the street just has lanterns to guide the way. You see a lot more Durgar here. You see Drow. And just a very large mix of species. You see a couple of groups of pairs walking around with gray cloaks on their back that have 7 circles of different colors on the cloaks.
Mm.
You see.
You said a lot, like a significant amount.
Not significant. They're walking in pairs, and you see a pair every 10 or 15 minutes. Different pair.
So I asked Nora, what is the cloak? What are the cloaks about?
Yeah, I was gonna say about that.
Oh, good eye. Well, interestingly enough, there is no official peacekeeping group for all the Crackhammers, a very large nation, of course. The various noble families have their personal guards and do at times have them travel the districts, but outside of that, we just have a kind of a private force. The call themselves Beholder Inc. Private Eyes. I think it's a little play on words because eyes and beholders have lots of eyes. I don't know. But they take upon themselves to keep everyone safe, to investigate various goings on. For the most part, there's no one's too rowdy. Of course, every noble family likes to keep their district peaceful to the best of their ability. There are various forms of unsavory individuals, and that's where Bippy comes in. And Beholder Inc. Private Eye.
Yes.
They do their best to solve problems. But if you have a problem, just go track down a Bippy member, and they'll hit you out. Reasonably priced. Some of them,
like Mika's friend, Bippy.
some of them work within your financial means, of course. They're good people. Good people.
What are the 7 circles for?
Oh well, various colors. Each kind of runs a certain district they look after, and so you can tell from the front of a Bippy's cloak which district his territory is, more or less.
The Olympic District. I understand.
I'm not sure. They operate, of course, only within the confines of Craghammer, and they are quite influential to a degree. But their leader's been gone for a while, so I'm not really sure how unified they are at the moment. They kind of stick to their own groups at the moment. It's interesting.
Hold on, wait. You said the districts, but there are 4 districts in the mine? Is that right, Brian? Is that what was previously discussed?
Correct. So I use district a little differently because I just usually kind of stay on mine. So each of the noble families has an area of their personal control. Territory, villa, city, depending on the size and what they want to call it. Now, for and pardon me, I don't mean to call you an outsider, my fellow Madame Dorf, but when talking to your compatriots who clearly are not of Craghammer in descent, we like to describe it as we have the four large districts, the larger levels of travel.
Mhm.
In reality, we every area is under a noble family's domain, and we just call those the districts. It makes it easier for us, and it does help to confuse those who aren't from here. Not that we take joy in y'all folks getting lost when you're here, but it is something we may bet on and drink to. But I will try to. We have the everything Sun 2.0 covers is officially District 1. Within that, there are 8 different noble families that have different territory. We walk through Greybeards to get down here. There were 4 other major offshoots up there, or 3 other major offshoots. And of course, as I mentioned, all the moving cities belong to a clan. Those are small portions of their own territories, essentially. Kind of like embassies, if you will.
What are the 8 clans?
Well, in total, there are 16 clans.
16.
Yeah. If you'd like me to run through them real quick, I can. It's Clan Eversharp, Clan Bloodkid, Clan Ruby Eye, Clan Strongheart, Clan Deep Delver, Clan Greybeard, Clan Ugot, Clan Stout Ale, Clan Battlehammer, Clan Brewfish, Clan True Anvil, Clan Gunrun, Clan Foam Tankard, Clan Glan Hig, Clan Steelfish, and Clan Troll Bleeder. Now,
I spent that whole time fighting Apple trying to spell out Craighammer, so.
I'll put it on World Anvil.
Yeah.
I got 8 of them.
Nice.
Kept trying to steal
Nice.
Craighammer.
Nice. Now, each of the various districts, each level, we'll just say level if it helps you out. Level 1, which Sun 2.0 touches, there are 4 offshoots. There's 4 clans there. Level 2, 4 offshoots, 4 clans here. Level 3, 4 offshoots, 4 clans here. And the final 4 clans are kind of interspersed between the major cities. Not in an offshoot, but in the majority of that large city. That, like we're in right now, is a larger city, not a cavern or an offshoot. It's complicated until it's not. But it's always good to know whose district you're in, as while the laws don't change, the preferences kind of do. And that's also where the Bippies come in to be very helpful. They're very good at reminding folks of the rules before you run into any of the noble family's personal guards who enforce those silly little rules they have.
Understood.
Now, if you'll follow me, and she'll take you about another 15 to 20 minutes before you get to a large, what seems like just a meeting hall. You can hear the music and the merriment from outside as she kind of smiles and beams and turns to you all, her back towards it, opens her arms and says, "Welcome to the overfilled tanker. This here is my pride and joy, being in the family for all of our lives, for the entire clan's name. We built this from our own private brewery, where we make most of the imports here. We like to call them imports because we have a bit of a brewing house outside the mountain, if you'll believe it. But come on in, I'll get you all a drink and some food, and if you don't mind some rooms, Relcurus has arranged for, while you're here, if you so please, you can stay at the Overfilled Tanker. We don't always operate as an inn, but we often have the rooms available if need be."
Quick question, because Valkyris has done this to us before. If we stay here, are we in service to you?
I don't know what that means. No, you don't have to wait tables, nothing like that.
No. If anything goes down while we're here, are we the de facto security?
Right.
Oh, no. Like I said, the Bippies around. We have bouncers at the bar. General people that like us and make sure nothing too crazy happens. All fights have to happen outside or in the official fighting arenas in my establishment. But again, those are scheduled things. There's no enjoy yourselves, kick your feet up. I don't know what you're in town for, but while you're here, you're my guest, okay?
We
Okay,
appreciate it.
One last question.
Uh-huh.
Some giant flying geese come trying to attack. That's not on us, right? We can keep our feet up and chill.
Well, yeah, keep your feet up. If you see the giant flying geese, those
rather
would...
fun.
Well, I do encourage not to kill any true Anvil's pets. He is quite a fan of randomly enlarged creatures. I don't know that he has any geese at the moment, but I wouldn't put it past him.
True Anvil?
Yeah.
Is that the clan's is that the territory we're in?
No, we're not in True Anvil's territory at the moment, but True Anvil is a collector of random animals. And he does prefer them of abnormal size.
Which clan are we in?
Oh, this current district? Oh, this is the district of Clan Foam Tankard. You'll find all the best taverns here.
No,
sorry.
No. Go ahead.
Yeah. If I was looking for the blacksmiths, I am due to meet a young apprentice at a tavern near where most of the blacksmiths are. What district would that be?
Well, that's kind of a toss-up. True Anvil is quite the blacksmithing district. Steel Fist does like to hearken itself as the cream of the crop. Those are probably the best.
If you wanted to be the apprentice of the premier blacksmith, where would you go?
Well, the next competition is not till the end of the month, so at the moment you'd have to go on down to Steel Fist.
If we were willing to wait.
Well, no, we just have monthly competitions. So currently, the reigning best blacksmith is Steel Fist.
Okay.
Which has the best record historically?
Historically, well, that'll be True Anvil, but history only matters so far as your name. Legacy is important, but the present's where we live.
All right.
Illuminate.
Know where to start looking for this kid, at least.
You mentioned the breweries outside. I don't know what the fuck this accent is. Outside of.
Love it.
Oh, that's great.
Outside of the mountain. Which ones? I may know of them. I can't get it together.
Oh, well,
Love
it. Well, Clan Stowtail has a little brewery on the west side of Craghammer, outside the mountains, a little closer to the outward walls. It's in a little town. Name of the town, that's definitely real.
Have I heard of it? Put it that way, Brian. Have I heard of this brewery in my travel?
You have not, but your cousin would have.
Okay. I will assume he says
At that point, he will say, oh yeah, I know all about little town of Dankill. Great little spot.
Whose authority is Dane Kill under?
Stop. It's outside the mountain.
Okay.
She says, yeah, I visit from time to time. It's a little expensive to get out there, a little teleporty. Though you can take the trip, but it's quite a long trip. We have our own means of getting our supplies here, so we don't tell everyone about the little side brewery. But y'all are friends of Elestria, so y'all friends of mine.
Mm.
All right, come on
Hey.
in. She walks you all in, and as you come in, it is a massive tavern. Multiple floors, a big little show band of bars just going to town in the middle of the bar. You see multiple bars across a lot of the different walls. Like 5 fireplaces just on the first floor. A lot of people drinking, dancing, singing, playing cards. As it goes up, there's different balconies with people just hanging out, relaxing. And it's loud. Kinda, yeah. It is loud in there.
Okay.
But at the same time, as she's talking to you, you can hear her clearly. As she says, yeah, this is my little home. It's always just quite an adventure here. We're not quite 24/7, but we're working on it. You know, we realize that sleep is also important to our day-to-day, so we try to give ourselves some time down. And I don't know if you know this, but as the proprietor here, I have a little enchantment of my own. As she kind of holds up her medallion, you can see it glowing a little bit. Where I can ensure that my voice can be heard to whomever I want to project it to.
Useful.
I do find it so, and sometimes I just need to talk to everyone at the same time. Like this, and she kind of double tap it. And she says, all right, everybody, Nora's back. Time to stop stealing the liquor and start paying for it again. Everyone kind of breaks out laughing. She taps it again. Everyone kind of holds their mugs up to cheer her. And she walks on
Impressive
through again.
place.
Oh, thank you so much. I do try to put my own little spin on it. You know, I inherited it from my mother, who got it from her father, who got it from her mother. And, you know, we each are a little piece of something to it. Personally, I thought the fighting pit was the cream of the crop. It lowers from the ceiling on fight nights. And boy, do we have a good go of it.
How do you find fighters?
Oh, people just volunteer. It's all friendly, of course. No one gets killed unless you sign up for a death match. We don't really do those that often.
Who wins the next one?
Oh, the next fight?
Yeah.
In a few days, actually.
Flyrack, you thinking what I'm thinking?
Way ahead of you, pal.
I was
Carl,
actually thinking
What do you get for winning one of these sets?
Y'all think that Cass was just looking at y'all like, what are we doing here?
I'm just trying to figure out, what do you get for winning one of these said death matches?
well, a death match.
Death
well,
match.
well, those are
Okay.
usually personal grudges that have been approved to be settled via the most final of means. They're not exactly. We try to avoid blood sport, as it were. Though I do hear down in the 3rd level, District 3, we'll say, I do hear they're a little more blood sporty. But you know.
Do you know what they win?
No, I try to, again, it probably be whatever was wagered to begin with. Like a lot of the noble houses
Hear that,
tend to
Flyrack?
go
No
up
trophy.
and down that way.
No, but what this means is that if one of our escapades, because we, maybe goes a little wide and gets out of control, we just need to push it instead of trying to back out, lean into it until we get them to just go into the Coliseum and we kill them, and then our problem goes away.
Okay.
Nora's
Sort
kind
of
of looking
off
at you guys.
So for the normal people,
You know what? We're in Craghammer. They have the best blacksmiths here. We can get ourselves a trophy.
Yes. which is the benefit of the fight pit for the normal ones of us? I'm sorry, I missed that part.
Oh well, we do have like there's a whole like fighting league. It's very awesome. Every district has their fighters and all the floors and all the nobles, of course, and we go around from the official arenas. I have one of the official arenas, and have fights. And you move through the ranks. You get money. You get prizes. You get sponsorships. It is quite the lavish lifestyle.
Do you have sign-ups? Like independent.
We do have tryout nights. We have amateur nights, but as far as the official league, you got to be nominated by either one of the arenas, one of the major families, or one of the guild masters.
That makes sense.
But it is
When is
quite
next amateur night?
That's a few days. I assume that's what you were asking about when you asked about the next fight.
Of course.
But
General respect you, but
yeah, there's for mine here, I like to have the prize being a monetary tab of quite a large sum that you get at my establishment, as well as some coins, and I also have a co-sponsor of one of the tailors in town, so we get you some nice some garbs to show your victory.
Oh, I actually have my own sponsor already. And another thing, maybe you've heard of them.
What's the other thing?
It's exactly what you need. Stop by and you'll see.
No, I'm confused. You said, what's the name of the establishment?
And another thing.
No, don't change the topic. If you just tell me the name of the establishment first, then we can talk about other things.
Indeed, sir, that is the name.
I'm a man.
Oh shit!
God.
That's unimportant.
Oh, no.
So wait, the name is and another thing?
Precisely.
Well, isn't that just ingeniously confusing? And where is this establishment?
That would be in the undercity of
Escalation.
Why can I never remember this? Escalation. Yes.
Oh,
the undercity of Escalation.
that little
Glorious
old wall
establishment.
city, a little ways away. Huh.
Indeed.
I've never had the pleasure, but Real Curious tells me it's just quaint.
it's quaint. Do
Yes, you could say that, yes. Especially compared to Kraken.
Oh, well, no matter. I'm sure if I ever make it out that way, I'll stop in their little stand. I'm sure.
If you do, be sure to mention the UGOAI. It will do you well.
I will do that. Now, if you just follow me, and she'll take you up to the third floor, where some of the rooms are. And she says, currently there's no one staying here. What is the, we have kind of a suite, if that's what y'all prefer. There'd be like a little central, small little social area, and then some offshoot rooms.
Yes, I think that would work.
All right. And she'll give you guys 3 keys. One is to the central room, and the other are to two other entrances to the bedroom. So there's a central main entrance with a couch and some chairs and everything to sit down, and then there's
Pino will take that
3
key if
rooms,
she
we'll
says
say.
this.
Yeah. Most of the rooms have
Snatched.
2 beds and okay.
Well, not snatching from, but he makes sure he's the first one out for that key.
Okay. And so that's the main room. There's that room there has 2 beds. That's one, and that's 2. You all split it up how you like. Go ahead and put your bags down, get settled. If y'all hungry, I'll cover the first meal. Beyond that, I will, of course, have a very steep discount for my friends over my friend. You guys do have a bit of a tab open as far as drinks are concerned that Rail Curious has fronted. I'll let you know whenever you go over that. I'll let you know before, of course, but when you go over that, I'll give you a heads up.
Thank you.
Before she goes, can Slyrak get directions to the anvil and to the other blacksmith?
Steel Fist.
Steel Fist, that's right.
She says,
Oh, it's on that page. There it is.
And Jerry Jerry wants to know who does the best chainmail.
Chainmail?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeremy, do you really feel like participating in that weird trend?
Which one?
The chainmail trend. You send a mail to someone else and they tell them they have luck
God.
if you do not send it to 10 other people.
I'm mad I responded in character.
She tells you, Steel Fist is down level 3, and he'll be on the northmost district. That's his.
Fantastic. 3 north.
And you'll find. Say again.
There were guards at every entrance. Do we need any passage to get between the districts or levels?
No. To get between the levels, just go on to the elevators and tell them where you're trying to go. There's only restrictions if you've been restricted by one of the clans. All the operators and guards know who's not allowed in. If you've pissed someone off too bad.
Okay. So they're exclusionless. Understood.
Correct. They're exclusive, except for, of course, the mines down level 4. You can't go down there without permission.
Right. Understood.
You'll find True Anvil also on level 3. He is Eastern District.
All right. So True is to the east, Fist is to the north. All right.
True Fist.
Yeah. A Steel Fist and a True Anvil. All right. I don't have to go there until tomorrow. I told that kid I would meet him the day after we landed. So, but.
All right. If you're looking for,
I'll go when you go.
If you're looking for chainmail, the best crafter of chainmail would, at this time, I do think it is Brood Fist, but that changes depending on who can get the best resources at the moment.
Oh, I thought you meant Steel Fist was the best chainmail. I didn't realize you went. Okay, cool. Brood Fist. All right.
He's the best blacksmith, but if you want to simply a specialty just for chainmail, I would go with Brood Fist.
Okay.
Will he be to the west or to the south?
Well, Brood Fist is the south on the level 3, actually.
Okay.
So Brute to the south, Steel Fist to the north, and True Anvil to the east.
So who is to the west then?
The west you're gonna find Ruby Eye.
Jewelry?
Yeah.
Blacksmith or
I thought it was Ruby Heart.
Ruby Eye, Stoneheart. Clan Ruby Eye, and there's a Clan Stoneheart.
And Ruby Eye is
And
the
there's
blacksmith?
Stone Fist. Oh,
No, Ruby Eye's not a blacksmith. Ruby Eye does deal in jewels and gems and the workings of things like that, but she does it in a way that's very closer to a smithy than a jeweler. It is fascinating what she can make.
I would very much like to see her.
Yep.
And Ruby Eye
Field
is
trip.
which direction? Sorry.
The west.
Ruby Eye's to the west on level 3.
West.
Best model thing. Okay, thank you.
And what does Clyde Greybeard do? We passed through their district.
Greybeards the scholars, as they were. They're well studied in the histories. They like to craft their arcane knowledge. You'll find most of the practicing teaching wizards there. Some of the retirees do kind of lounge around there too. But they don't really get active in the day-to-day affairs of anyone. Most of the grand wizards aren't very helpful. Most of the archers.
Not
Grand
wizard.
wizard?
No.
Archers. Most of the arch wizards aren't.
No.
Most of the arch wizards aren't very helpful.
Oh no. Okay.
Most of the arch wizards aren't very helpful. You'll find. Yeah. I think there's only one that's ever been of any use here in Crag County.
Stop laughing. Thank you. Well,
Is there anything in the margins? Like, is there a northeast, southeast, or northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest?
Well, no, these are kind of offshoot. I keep calling them offshoots. These are very large cavern cities. There's a central district to every. There's a central city to every level, and there's offshoot cities. So what I'm describing are the offshoot cities with these clans are in charge of.
Other places they just call those counties.
Well, that's quite the interesting little name for them.
Are there counties between?
Wait, see, you're making up a term we don't use here. There's see, it's a mountain. So there's this part of the mountain will be the city. Then you go through a tunnel, and then you're at another very large excavated area for another city. So there's nothing in between there because it's a tunnel. No,
okay.
no.
Okay.
We're under a very large mountain, so we don't let people just make holes wherever they want. Be a little dangerous for the whole stability.
You know, I came from somewhere underground that allowed the same thing, so I just gotta be sure.
Yeah, no problem. Good question. There's no wrong questions today.
What might be a wrong question tomorrow?
Asking me something I told you today. She kind of smiles.
Okay.
Any other questions before I head on downstairs?
I asked this quietly, but have a lot of residents been affected by any recent recollection issues?
Well, there's quite a lot of us here, so just by statistics, quite a few people came into some unremembered unpleasantries.
Damn.
To put it lightly, some of the clans are arranging some blood sports shortly. Some things have to be.
Sport?
Yeah, some things have to be worked out with some death matches.
Oh.
I guess
like amongst themselves or with outside?
No. Inter-clan things aren't exactly broadcast. There's some clan-to-clan issues that have to be resolved quite bloodily, shortly, I think.
I guess the proper follow-up question here would be, you guys got a weed man down here?
Oh, fuck.
I mean, there's no like one, franchised out person. There are people who traffic in that, of course. And being a tavern myself, I do provide the what? I'm sorry.
What was that?
You meant not yet.
Well, no, everyone has their own personal brews, of course, and their own personal herbs. There are some who come and import fascinating herbs from we haven't had before. But no, there's no current franchise.
Would it be possible to get a sample of your local herbs?
You could buy some.
Okay, I think our friend here might have,
Dude,
maybe
like,
some higher quality. Right, Keely?
Well,
I nudge Keely, but he's not here right now.
Yeah, we'll have to see about him pursuing his Weed Man storyline next week.
That's what happens when you're not here. You get thrown in
I mean, he is like a used car salesman. He'll get it.
No, he'll definitely
He's
do
always
it.
advertising.
He'll 100% do it, but that's going to have to be his own endeavor.
He's gonna get them all hooked on rock cocaine. They're gonna call it crack hammer.
please,
Wow.
please.
I'm just thinking that he has weed grown from the actual sun, so it might be a little bit better.
Oh no.
Well, she just
I'm
said that
thinking
she
they might have a bunch of Reggie down here.
Fucking bricked.
wow.
Yeah.
I mean, no,
Yeah, they
she
got
just said
Mexican
that
bag
she
weed down here.
wow. She just said she has a brewery outside the mountain that she transfers stuff into. So there's a good chance that a lot of people get their resources outside the mountain.
Yeah.
So if it's going to be something like that,
Transporting that shit in brick. Shit's garbage.
Exactly.
Anyways,
Punk ass weed. Punk ass weed
Anyways.
down here. Get out of here.
anyways,
Oh, this is a good
she says,
I hope Greg picks that up and runs with it.
We
If
do
there's-
follow you. It's all hit.
if there's nothing else, I'm gonna go ahead and see to my tavern. Whenever y'all ready, just come on down and get your plates.
Yes, of course.
And
Does the light down here shift from like on any like circadian rhythm type or schedule?
well, no, all the street lanterns, those are always on to provide for those who can't see in the dark. Outside of that, we do have, of course, the heavy curtains for your windows if you want to go ahead and block out the little ambient light. But it is always a good sense of dusk here. We do try to keep it lit
Understood.
well enough for everyone to be able to see to a decent degree.
Right. Yes. Thank you.
Not a problem. And she leaves you all to your own devices.
Ooh, before she goes, I want to ask a question. Just about the bar.
Yeah.
Hey, whenever I go somewhere new and I go to a bar, I always ask because I've never really been able to find a drink outside of where I'm from. But all the adults used to drink something called a Lost One when I was a kid. And, it's the first thing I ever drink. So I'm just wondering, I don't know, you guys got one?
A lost one? Yeah, that's actually one of the specialties on tap.
Wow.
Oh wow.
I haven't had it since I was a kid. I'd love to try it again.
A
See if it
kid.
brings back the
What
memories.
the fuck? Yeah.
He's old.
Oh, when you come on down, we'll get one of those made for you. And she heads out.
At least he didn't ask for me to have full. All right.
There's no way to do that. There's no way to do that.
I asked my cousin for a little spice because I just want to like take it in and see if there are any like hidden symbols.
In your room?
Yeah. I'm assuming that's where we're going right away.
Yes.
Oh, no, but the hidden symbol like
Stoner
before we
language?
get down to the bar. You said stoner language?
Is that what you're looking for?
No, because when you take spice, you can see like it's like a how do you Brian explain?
So the drug spice in Elestria allows you to see into the ethereal plane.
There you
And
go.
Ah, okay.
and long since people have mastered being able to essentially paint and write onto that translucent film between the planes. So when you take spice, there's a decent chance you will see certain people will have certain like wardrobes around themselves only visible in spice. There's certain
Got
like signs under signs that can only be seen in spice
Right.
and things like that.
nice.
And you can't paint it like about yourself, like either,
No.
right? Like it's usually like other people have to add that to you. So
It
it's
has
like
to.
what people
It has to be done. It's either done by
Yeah.
a master in that craft, or it's something that you gain from a relation you have with a powerful being.
Yeah.
So, like, if for some
I wonder if
reason
Cyrac has one then.
if you were forsworn to like a dragon or something, that an image of
Mhm.
that might be above your head.
Slaverick has a little butterfly on his lower back.
Maybe a
Oh.
genie.
Maybe a genie. Oh, fun. So he does give you some spice. As you look around, there's nothing too fancifully done in spice in your room itself. But as you make your way down out of the room and down to the bar eventually, there is colorful adornment, almost like neon, glows to everything. There's you can see there's a drink menu posted on the back wall, but there's like a special spice drink menu right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually the
ordered
one that you ordered the spice drink.
Yeah.
And as you do, the bartender kind of smiles really big and gives a knowing nod.
I wink. Yeah.
He's like, there's no wrong time for spice. I get it. And he goes and starts crafting this special cocktail
I
for
asked-
you.
Wait, I asked. Wait, is it morning here? What time is it? Is it morning?
Lady, it's whatever time you want it to be.
Oh fuck, that's not an answer. Is it morning?
You arrived in Craghammer around afternoon.
Okay, all right. Cool.
But you do get the impression that time of day is hard to keep a grasp of down here.
Right.
Unless you're in
Okay.
level 1 that has the Sun 2.0.
Right. Okay.
But he does craft that for you. And as you're kind of looking around, you can see people adorned in different spice-enhanced garments. You see people with like spice-enhanced facial hair that does crazy mustache styles, silly like little mohawks and just different hairstyles. Like their regular hair is fine, but then you have like the silly spice hair on top of it.
Love it.
You see some ethereal beings just kind of floating through the walls, going through like large, weird-looking fish creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And you see drinking at the bar, just having a raucous, loud time. In the spice vision, they are kind of glowing this pale, perfect white color. And kind of above and behind them, kind of floating, you just see like this ethereal looking creature that's just kind of keeping an eye on them.
Mm.
But the person themselves
Who
seems
is-
to just be
who-
having a great time.
Is this a dwarf?
No, it seems to be a humanoid. Their backs to you. They're pretty finely dressed. And everyone around them seems to be enraptured in their conversation. Everyone laughs when he laughs. He's buying drinks for people. He seems to be the belle of the ball.
Do I know this creature?
Not from behind him.
Okay.
Or you give us some signal?
I'm
about this?
gonna make my way around. I'm just curious about this person.
Okay. As you make your way around, you see they have taken out this little like poster board with a little pinwheel on it for a bunch of different sections, and he goes, "All right, now it's time to spin to see whose night it is." And he spins it and starts
Whose night it is?
flying around. And as you come around, you recognize Thomas, the brother of Harry Dresden. And as it stops on halfling women, and you hear a bunch of people go, "Oh!" And he goes, "Now, this was a fair competition." And he folds it up, and a handful of halfling women come up smiling, and he says, "Come, I'm with you tonight."
Exactly. Shut up. So you said, "Oh, privilege pay for drinks." No.
No, that's not what
No, I don't think so.
Nope. That's not what that was for.
I'm too naive and pure of heart.
Interesting.
And he helps them all up to their stools and smiles and says, "Let the drinks pour."
I want to walk up to him as he's getting up, and I want to try to catch his eye before I get too close to him. And then walk up and say, "Wow, what are you doing here?"
He turns and says, "Oh, it's you, one of the whatevers. Hey, I live here. What are you doing here?"
You live here?
As he takes down a shot. Yeah, Crackhammer, me and Harry. Didn't he say that? I thought he said that.
Does he have any name over him, or just that creature?
The creatures there, you do see above him, it says, kind of emblazoned in almost marble, kind of a glowing marble, it says White Court.
Oh.
And below that, it kind of has the number 3 under it.
Interesting. Okay.
But he seems pretty wasted. He's smiling in a great mood. And he says, what are you doing here? You're not messing with Harry again, are you?"
No, of course not. Enjoy your nights, though.
"Oh, I will."
And I just stepped aside.
And you can see as you walked up, the halfling women were kind of giving you a dirty look. Like, he didn't spin dwarf.
Okay,
Yeah.
He goes, now, ladies, she's a friend." And he just kind of winks at you and then goes back to his night.
Interesting. All right, I'm keeping an eye out for Harry now.
Okay.
You killed him, right?
No.
All right, to kill him. Cool. Gonna fight an arch wizard. Let me get that ready. Archmage fight.
We already killed you once.
What time he got on board?
You don't.
We already killed you once. Don't make us do this again.
Mm-mm.
You know what happened.
But
you start killing me in Iraq or what?
Can we call the genie back?
Right, exactly. Re-up on the firepower.
Right.
Did I recognize the creature once I got frontal view?
No, but as you got as you started actually talking to him, you can see the creature kind of turn, put his gaze on you for a moment before
people too.
Ah, boy. Puts his gaze on. Come on, guys. Puts his gaze on the creature. Puts his gaze on you before it. Because it tilts his head as it sees you seeing it, then it kind of fades away.
It fades away in the ethereal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Didn't like being looked at, huh?
Apparently not.
Tasting
Interesting.
its own medicine. Fucking
Yeah,
I
creepy.
want to
didn't-
make a mental note of its appearance, and I
Yeah.
want to talk to my cousin.
It didn't retreat quickly, but it just simply saw you see it, and it's like, I don't think so. It just kind of slowly went away.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But a round of drinks is brought to you all. I assume you eventually find a table maybe down here. Drinks and food is brought over as the hospitality of the what is this place? Overfilled tanker is at your disposal, and we will call it a night.
Do I get
there
my lost
as-
one? Hold on.
Yeah, your lost
Do I
one's
get my
brought
lost
over.
one?
Yes, it is.
Does it taste how I remember it as a kid?
Oh yeah, it's not as extremely rare as you're making it out to be either. As you remember,
Oh, really?
as you remember, he mentioned that everywhere he fucking went.
I was like, my man was giving out that recipe.
Every chance he could, he
Right.
gave that shit out. It's not always the recipes change some places, but this is a classic lost one.
Authentic.
Yes, this is authentic.
I wanna say you don't know my life, but as the DM, you do.
Yeah. No, look, Greg made a point to tell everyone
I
he could
know,
about
I know,
that damn
I know.
drink. Even in the
But
Feywild,
he's
that
only
drink
been so
exists.
many places. I don't know how social he was after we left.
Bro, he gave out like 24 places in that campaign alone.
Yeah, and he told Everard.
The world is way bigger.
Yes, that's true. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right
he
about that.
he told some people that
That's
would
cool.
definitely be
Okay.
like, you gotta try this shit out. It's not like you're not gonna find it in every city you go to, but if you go to a major city with a major tavern, it's probably there.
Cool.
But we
That's
will
so funny.
call the session there as you have made it to Craghammer. You've gotten a pretty good breakdown of how everything works here to a decent degree. And yeah, welcome to Craghammer, guys. Finally made it.
Cut the string, man.
Real quick before we get into the shit, I do have a person who wants to join the